guys, so I'm back with another video, and today's video is basically going to be a little list that I made, and it is esthetician students etiquette, how to carry yourself when you're in aesthetic school, like what to do, what not to do, just so you can be a great esthetician, a great person, and give people a good experience. Don't be a horror story for someone else. And this list is inspired by my experience in aesthetic school. Hygiene, making sure your hygiene is on point. Like perfume, you don't want to pick a strong perfume and people are going to smell you first before they see you. You want to have a light perfume that's not going to offend people. Don't spray it all over your body, just lightly spray it on your clothes and keep it pushing, because you're going to be practicing on people, you're going to have clients, you don't want to make anyone nauseous or irritated. And I would also say stack up on breath mints, gum, mouthwash, a travel size toothpaste, toothbrush, because you know when we're working really hard, when we have break, it's lunchtime, some of us love garlic, we love onions, we love things that may have a very strong smell, so it's not going to go away right away. So you want to make sure you refresh your breath before you get back into practicing and working like in school. So keep that habit, always be mindful to always make sure there's nothing on your teeth, because when you interact with clients you should be smiling, so you want to make sure you don't have like broccoli on your teeth. You should have a simple skincare routine at home while being in an esthetician school, because once you start practicing on each other, sometimes you can practice on each other for like 3 days in a row. In that 1 week, you know, like you're practicing on each other, doing facials on each other, and a lot of people break out when they're in aesthetic school. Me, I already had crazy acne, so you already know, like it was intense for me. A lot of people will break out, even people with normal type skin were breaking out, because we're using all these chemicals and like massaging our face, like overstimulating, causing friction in our skin, and it causes you to break out. So you're compromising your skin barrier, which is not great. You want to keep some natural oil on your face so it can protect you from all the elements outside. That's the whole point. One of the functions of your skin is to protect you from outside elements. So you remove that beautiful oil that God gave us, it's only going to create a disaster. Like it's there to protect us. So I would recommend, say you wake up in the morning and you're about to go to school, maybe rinse your skin with water or very gentle cleanser, and then put SPF sunscreen, because if you know you're going to be practicing facials with your partner, like vice versa, you want to make sure you be gentle with your skin in the daytime, because you don't want to just keep washing your face. It's just going to be a disaster. So make sure you have a simple routine when you're in aesthetic school. Being a giver. For me personally, being an esthetician is a give and take experience. That was what I loved about being in that industry. That's the reason why I want to be in the industry, is because I want to be able to give something to someone, and also I benefit off of it, seeing a smile, seeing them release like tension. But my experience in aesthetic school, there were a few interesting characters, people that maybe, no offense, maybe an only child, I don't know, they just probably just like to take and not give. For instance, I remember when we were in clinic and there were a lot of girls, a lot of students, so they didn't have enough beds. And we all had like a rotation, like the instructor who was overseeing us, like dealing with real life clients, will have like a schedule of when we're going to have a client. And say in the morning time, someone comes earlier, and they got their bed first, like first come first serve, I guess. But the teacher booked you for 9 a.m. and say they don't have a client until 2 a.m. A lot of the ladies will set up all their like belongings in that bed, and they will not move from that bed, because they were kind of just hogging the bed and being stingy about it. And it's like, say me, I have someone at 9 a.m. and I don't have a bed, and it's like, that's just not cool. Like, it's like, would you want someone to do that to you? You know? So a lot of times we have to like go through the instructor to let them know, like, yo, we have a client like in 5 minutes. Can this person have this bed? Like, you don't have to freaking like hug the bed, because we all were paying the same amount of money. We all took the same time and energy to be in the school, to get to where we want to go. So I feel like it's very selfish and unfair for someone to do that. And a lot of them just expected for them to get the best, but they gave people the worst, which I felt like we had to give and take and look out for each other, because we all had something in common. We all wanted to be an esthetician, so just look out for each other. Like, that's just me. I also had one of the most craziest experiences. I might tell this story one day, the whole story for you guys, but I'm gonna keep it short. Make sure, like, say you are practicing facials on someone, and after they're done, make sure you let them practice on you too, because I had a crazy experience where, I'm gonna keep it short. Maybe I'll make a long video about this one day, but I'm gonna keep it short with you guys. I had someone, a partner of mine. I thought she was a nice person, but it's questionable now. She was practicing on me. We practiced on each other for a few days, but it was one day where she practiced on me, and that's when my acne was like really crazy, really irritated. Like I say, when you're in aesthetic school, our skin gets worse, especially if you're someone that's acne prone. And I still, you know, just allowed her to practice on me. It's a very vulnerable moment for me. It was a very sensitive moment for me, because I was like wearing makeup all the time. I had trouble looking people in the eye. It was a lot for me to like just allow this person to like touch my skin, you know? And I was happy for her to touch my skin, because I want us to learn. But after she was practicing on my skin that day, it was time to switch. So we were cleaning up. I stepped out to clean up, to put like the dirty like linens in the hamper. Came back to set up my station. It was my turn to practice on her. But then I found her in someone else's bed. She was in someone else's bed, and she kind of just ignored me. And I was like, really? Like, I'm supposed to practice on you, and now you just left me for someone else? Because they were like starting to click up like in the classroom. So I was really, really pissed off and mad, and I felt hurt, I felt used. It turned into a disaster. But I bring up this little story to tell you guys, give and take, and realize that this can be a very sensitive moment for some people. You don't know where they come from. So if someone is giving themselves to you, be open as well. Like, you don't just like use them like a prop. You understand? We are human. It's not just about you. So be a giver, not just a taker. I would say do not form any cliques. We're only here for 4 months. Some of you guys are there for 10 months. And it's amazing meeting different people. And I'm all for being friendly. I'm a friendly person when I'm not shy. And I would say don't expect people that you just met to be loyal to you. Because I've witnessed a lot of things where they were clicking up and they got into like issues with a group of girls. And then it got to the point where it made it to the office, like the authorities of the school, where someone was going to get suspended and they needed like a witness. And those girls were not there for that person they were hanging out with for like a month or so. They were like, oh hell no, I'm not going to jeopardize my chances of getting a license. Be mindful of what you say, your comments. Be open-minded, be a little more sensitive. Think outside the box. For example, me, I don't work with male clients, and some people could not understand that. Like, there was a moment where I was in clinic and it was a couple massage, a couple treatment, and someone gave me the male client by accident. But my teacher, she understands that I don't do male clients. So the other girl understood that too. And she was like, okay, we're gonna switch. You'll do the female and I'll do the male. And all of this, I guess, arrangement happened in front of the other students. And there was one of the girls, she probably mean no harm by it, but it was just a little annoying for me. When she was like, you don't do male clients? Like, she couldn't understand why I did not do male clients. And to me, that was a little annoying, because I could be judging you and saying, why do you do male clients? Do you understand? So, like, you don't understand that? Like, why did you say it in that way? Like, it was just very annoying. So understand that people come from different religions, different cultures. Some people went through something where maybe they don't want to do male clients. So just be careful of the little comments that you make in front of people. Also, some girls, they had like pretty great skin, whatever that is, like normal skin. They didn't really have breakouts, and I would hear them say a lot of comments like, oh my god, my skin is so ugly, it's so disgusting, and this and that. And I feel like that's a little insensitive, because there was a good amount of students who struggle with acne and they were really trying to clear up the acne, like me. And it was kind of like, you're an esthetician, right? So estheticians, we kind of know this skin. So you kind of know who has the really intense acne and then someone who skin is just fluctuating. I understand that everyone has a different bad for them. Like, say if you have normal skin and your skin is slightly getting like 3 breakouts or whatever, and that's really bad for you because your skin is not used to that. But it's kind of like, you as an esthetician, I don't think you should be speaking like that. Like, it's just weird. It's like, yeah, it's like those old proactive commercials where, or the Neutrogena commercials, all those acne commercials you saw growing up, when they're like, oh my god, I have a pimple. And it's like, girl, that's not a pimple. You know, and I'm like, literally have like cysts, papules, pustules, whiteheads, milia. I have freaking dark spots all over my face, you know, and feeling a little low here. But the person who have like that one little bump is saying crazy things like, oh my god, my skin's so disgusting and this and that. It was just, I feel like it was a little insensitive, and I'm like, they should be more aware of things they say. So just be more sensitive and understand that just other people may be going through way worse things. So yeah. So okay, you guys, this is basically my little list that I came up with of the things that you should be mindful on doing, how to carry yourself when you're in aesthetic school. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to support and share the video, and I'll see you until next time.